Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Local to Me. I'm Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition, and we have a pretty packed podcast for you guys today. I think we've got 4 guests coming in. I'm going to chat about some parades. I got to ask Woody about Grover. Here he's got some books out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get some. I saw that.
I have 2 available now. Well, Grover has 2. And with more on the way.
So we have, what are the names of them?
Grover Starts a Podcast. And Grover the Otter and the Centertown Clock Mystery.
Oh, that
both of them are. Listen, Grover the Otter, he's all about podcasting, and I'm just saying these books are they may be plucked from real life stories of someone who's associated with Grover. So,
wow,
you may see some. They're very therapeutic for me. Let me just say that.
Okay. I was making sure they're not like anyone else in this room.
No.
I didn't think we didn't
for his good friend. Yeah. So but they're available now. And,
okay.
I would love for people to get a copy.
And you're going to have books that include some friends of his coming out soon?
Yeah, they're already in there. Yeah.
Oh, they're already in there?
Yeah, they're in there. And I'm going to have some in stock here soon.
Okay.
But they're available online right now. And they're like children's books, but I mean, adults will get something from it too.
Well, I had to bring it up because if y'all have listened to the past couple of episodes, I love Grover. He's I am a fan.
He appreciates it. He said to tell you thank you.
If you have not listened to Otter Nonsense, especially the last episode,
it does not lie.
It's the best.
It's a very transparent podcast. It's Otter Nonsense. So there you go.
Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Grover all day. I do want to very quickly before we get to our guests, and like I said, we have 4 different guests coming in today, and I want to give them all the time to talk about their businesses and everything they do. But I do want to mention this upcoming weekend are the Christmas parades in Bedford and Lynchburg. And so if you're listening, make sure you're putting it on your calendar to attend Saturday, December the 3rd. We kick off at 11 a.m. in the town of Bedford. And we've had a couple of people ask because of the weather. And it is a rain or shine event. So grab your ponchos, grab an umbrella, preferably though a poncho. Because if you come out with your umbrellas and the person beside you can't see, the person behind you can't see. And we're expecting, even if there's a monsoon, we are going to have a big crowd. But we have a whole lot of entries. I think for Bedford, we're looking at close to 150 vehicles that are going to be rolling through. I'm not kidding you, man. They are still we had a lady message us this morning about wanting to get in.
The parade's going to go for 3 days.
I know. And then
bring a tent.
Bring a tent. And then the Lynchburg Christmas parade will be this, Sunday, December the 4th, and that kicks off at 4. And right now, I think the weather's looking pretty good for that event, and that one has over 100 entries as well. So we're super excited for both parades. Saturday, of course, is a big day for the town of Bedford because not only do we have the parades, the run is that morning. They do the 5K. And then they have the parade. And then we encourage you to stick around in town and visit your local businesses, restaurants, and go visit the Festival of Trees at the Bedford Welcome Center. You can also check out the luminaries at the D-Day Memorial. Then come back to downtown from 3 to 6 and all the festivities with the tree lighting ceremony. We have horse-drawn carriage rides. We have a ice carver. We have tons of vendors, hot chocolate, you name it, it's there. And then you can also go and visit the Elks Home lights, I think will be up and running. The Liberty Lake Park lights will be up and running. So if you tell me there's nothing to do on Saturday, I'm not going to talk to you for quite a bit. I'm just going to, I'm not going to call you a liar, but I'm going to send you a little information. So lots to do. Put it on your calendar. We're really excited to be hosting both parades again this year. Check out both of our Facebook pages, Lynchburg Christmas Parade and Bedford Christmas Parade. We did post last year for the first year, we did put together a quiet zone, which was about a block of the parade where we asked all of our participants not to blow their horns, sirens, make loud noises, any of that. And so it's an area for people or families that have kids with sensory issues, maybe autism. They can't do loud noises. Maybe you bring your pet to the parade with you, and that freaks your pets out. So it's about a block in Lynchburg where everything's just kind of calm. They can still see the sights and the sounds, but not the noise. And we've brought it back again this year. And then for the first time, we're doing the same in Bedford. So right when the parade steps off on College Avenue down to Avenel, that little section will also be considered a quiet zone. So I'm really excited for that. So speaking of weather and speaking of Christmas, I'm gonna, chat with my first guest, and you guys have heard him on before, Chris Morris with Eagle Eye Photography, but he also does Bedford weather.
Yeah, Bedford County weather.
And I feel you do like so many things, Chris.
Too much.
So many things. So first of all, we were chatting about the weather, and you said that it may or may not, it's not going to be like downpour, hopefully.
Yeah, right now it's not looking like a major downpour, but it is looking like overspreading rain for most of the morning through Bedford.
Okay. Autumn, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We're trying. We're going to do a rain dance. We're going to keep it away.
We're trying to see what we can do, but.
Yeah. So, let's talk about a project you have going on right now, which I think plays well into the Christmas, what we're talking about with the parades. And you've done this. Is this your second or third year?
This will be the second year.
Second year. Okay. So you have started a random act of kindness.
Right. We call it Bedford Random Acts of Christmas because we do it during the Christmas season. It's basically just an initiative where we kind of crowdsource donations from businesses, people, churches, things like that. And then we find just different random ways. The biggest thing that people have liked have been gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be kicking it off this year at the tree lighting ceremony that afternoon, since I'll be out and about anyway. And we'll just have gift cards and just stopping people randomly, kind of explaining, what we are, that we want to spread the joy of Christmas and that we want them to have the card. And then they also get a little card that explains it too, so that they're not kind of freaking out about it. And then directs them to our Facebook page if they want to see a little bit more.
I think that's so nice. I mean, you see a lot of people, and there's a lot of nonprofits that do things during Christmas, and you have the angel trees and you have things like that. But,
right.
I feel like it's kind of that same feeling you get when you're out to eat and somebody pays for your meal.
Right.
And you're just like, what? How did that happen?
Yeah, and that's what we kind of came from when we first started it, was doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So last year we would just go around Walmart, planning to do the same thing again this year and just stop people randomly while they're shopping,
mm-hmm.
hand them a gift card so they can use it right then. We had Chapel Creek Farm donated some meat last year, and we went out, handed out gift certificates right around the holiday when people were planning meals and stuff for them to go and pick up some ground beef from them.
That's what I need. All right, I'm going to tell you where I am tomorrow. You can come find me. Hand me some Chapel Creek Farm. No, I actually, my freezer is already stocked with Chapel Creek Farms meat. They're the best around. I'm just going to throw that plug out. But, so how can somebody get a hold of you to make a donation? If can they donate gift cards to you, or do you prefer, they can donate cash as well, or how does that, what's the best way to do it?
The best way, we have a website set up. It's just bedfordrac.com. And from there, they can make a simple donation. It goes through PayPal, but you don't have to have a PayPal account. We've also got the information where you can send a check. Some older people don't like to shop online and do things like that, so it's fine if they want to send a check. Or if you're a business that wants to connect in some other way, we've had ideas of maybe doing a one day where we're at Joe Bean's and giving out coffee,
Mm-hmm.
just to the first, however many people that come through, or Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, or just other ideas of ways to surprise people.
You're speaking my love language over here. Free coffee at either of those locations are my favorite.
But yeah, the easiest way is bedfordrac.com, or on Facebook. We're just under Bedford Random Acts of Christmas, where we kind of post updates, pictures of when we go out, so that people can actually see that something is being done.
Now, you also are doing, and you can stop me if I'm wrong or if this has already passed, but I know at one point you were doing Christmas photography. That was part of that was going into what you were,
right?
The money that you were doing. So with your company, Eagle Eye Photography, are you still booking for Christmas minis or photos?
Yeah, we're doing that. We're actually doing it for any session. So with Eagle's Eye Photography, if you book any photo session, even if you don't do the session now, as long as you make the booking before Christmas, we're taking 10% of that, your
cool.
booking fee, and then it's getting donated. So that's part of where we've got the funds for this weekend.
Oh, very cool. Okay. I like that a lot. Now, are you doing, so you've already started and it
Right.
goes all the way through Christmas, or is there a certain kind of time frame you have?
It kind of depends on the donations that come in, but I mean, if we get enough to go past Christmas, I'm perfectly fine with doing it. I mean, what kind of started the whole thing was a song called "Don't Save It All for Christmas Day,"
Mm-hmm.
that became really popular several years ago when Clay Aiken did it, and it talks about how not saving everything for Christmas Day to spread that joy of Christmas every day of the year.
Right.
So then the idea kind of came, well, let's just consolidate it around the Christmas season, but if we can extend it past that, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, I love that idea. I think you're right. I think a lot of people this time of year, they get really caught up in Christmas and they think, oh, it's the season of giving, but like the season of giving should just be throughout the entire
Right.
year. Giving Tuesday was just yesterday, so I hope if y'all were listening, you gave back to your favorite local nonprofit or charity group. But while we have Small Business Saturday and we have Giving Tuesday, those should be things everyone's thinking about year round. I mean, you should be supporting your small local businesses and your local nonprofits, not just one day out of the year or 1 month out of the year, because that's not keeping them afloat. They needed a little bit more than just, oh, hey, it's Giving Tuesday, let's give. But I mean, it's nice that we have those days to kind of put that reminder out there. But I think what you're doing as well, and then if the possibility to extend it is there. There's a lot of people that, and even if you're not in need, someone just hands you if someone hands you a gift card and you just feel, I don't know, you feel that joy and you feel like that pay it forward type of thing. And so maybe, even if you're not in need of it, maybe you pass it on to somebody else, or,
Right, exactly.
That's kind of where I feel like this should kind of go.
We had one lady last year during the tree lighting ceremony, and I didn't know it at the time until she posted on Facebook. She had actually just gotten off the phone with her insurance company with a big issue that they were having and not wanting to pay something out. And she was really upset and, really, just not in a good space for it. And it just happened right at that time is when I handed her a gift card.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of turned her entire day around. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, what's the website they can go to make a donation if they are listening and would like to?
The website is bedfordrac.com or Bedford Random Acts of Christmas on Facebook.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about it. And I hope that people will make, and no donation is too small.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, even if you can only give a little bit, it can turn into a whole lot when it all adds up. So make sure you do that and spread the love and the cheer for the holidays and beyond. Beyond. And again, we hope it doesn't rain. Spread some of that holiday cheer and love for us for this weekend. So, we have I feel like I was saying, we have another one of our past, like if you've listened to some of our past episodes, Allison has been on with us. So and I'm surprised she hasn't talked yet. Like, she's so, like, I could see her over there, like, I just want to say something.
Well, I wanted to talk about a study with the National Institute of Health about the psychological benefits of giving.
Well, do it. Let's go.
Well,
I mean, let's talk.
I didn't want.
I don't want to.
Chris is talking about such a great. It's beautiful, but you do get a really cool high from helping somebody else, and in all kinds of ways, not just monetary. I think that, and we live vicariously with I can't remember the guy's name on TikTok that goes around and cleans up yards for free. It's their Wednesday kind of thing that they'll go and clean up a yard and mow it and do all that. And we feel good. We know that they're doing something that's totally benefiting somebody else and just knocking it out of the park. And so anyway,
we can see that like through YouTube and TikTok, that a lot of the viral creators that have gotten really famous have started that way. Started just going out and doing random good things for people and then filming it and putting it on YouTube and then TikTok now.
Yes. It's weird how you see that happening in so many different places. Like I remember my son used to be a wrestler in high school, and there was one year, I want to say it was his freshman year, maybe freshman, sophomore. We went to Perry McClure High School in Buena Vista. And there was this young man there who was, he was impaired. Like he had some mental health issues, but he was wrestling, and like he just, he didn't really know what he was doing, but he was out there and he was trying, he was giving it his all. And this young man that wrestled against him, the show he put on, letting that kid beat him and win. And like, he did not care whether he placed, whether he got his medal, like anything. Like, he let the kid pin him, but he went like all the rounds. Like, he really made the kid like seem like he was included in the entire thing and that he was trying. Then he let him up and and it was, there were so many tears just sitting there watching that happen, that I think at that point, and all the other wrestlers were like watching and cheering him on. And, things like that just make you feel good. And to see that in the community is really, really cool. So it comes in all different ways, but that's one of the things I never will forget from, watching that. It was super awesome. So I'm excited about it even now. Like, it makes me feel good even thinking about what happened 6 years ago with this kid, But
I am so excited because you get to see people's responses, and see, that's a thrill right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I look forward to stories about this season's.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what's it called again? Gosh, I've just totally went blank.
Random acts of Christmas.
Random acts of Christmas.
Random acts of Christmas.
Good gracious!
I keep calling it random acts of kindness, so but it's Christmas. But yes,
Chris,
I got you.
Chris knows us.
Yes,
so it's fine.
So I also have with me, I have with me today Allison, Zuba, and she's actually, so y'all may have remembered her in the past. She was here with the Adult Care Center, but now she is in a new fantastic role.
Yes,
at CAPS
Home Building Center.
CAPS Home Building, yes. And then we have Darren, sorry. I knew I was going to say that. I've been telling myself the whole time, don't call him Devin, because I know his name isn't Devin.
I've been called worse.
Darren Ford with Loose Shoe Brewery. And we're really excited to have him in. And then we're also going to have Vicki Craig, who I think just walked in, and we're going to have her on as well. So we've got a lot of things to chat about. Lots of stuff. So tell me what's going on, Allison, with CAPS.
CAPS Home Building Center is located, if you guys have not been there, you need to take a trip to Smith Mountain Lake and see our full onslaught there. CAPS Home Building Center has been in the lake area for almost 45 years and is locally owned. And I was speaking to one of our delegates this morning at breakfast, and he said, you know what makes CAPS so great? And I was like, well, I can name 10 things right off the top of my head, but go ahead and tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, customer service.
Yeah.
He said, slam out. CAPS upset out of the ballpark with customer service. And it is true. And I was talking to one of our awesome owners, gosh, well within the first 2 months I was there, I think. And I said, what was so cool is I had taken a phone call, because when you call CAPS, you get a real person. There is not an automated phone system. Mm-hmm. And most likely that real person is me. So if you call and I don't sound cheerful, make sure you say, hey, what is wrong with you today? You need to perk that up.
Is this Allison?
Yeah.
Not cheerful? What?
Not cheerful. Because CAPS is a great place. And I want that energy to start right from the very beginning. But this lady called and she said, hey, can you go tell one of our fantastic associates in retail that I am here in the parking lot? And what CAPS does for that person, who is a longstanding customer, is to go help them shop by getting their list, taking out items for them to pick and choose, because at that point they had an medical issue going on, and they just couldn't handle coming around the whole store. So CAPS went out and helped them do that. And it just warms my heart. It's those kinds of, that level of customer service every day in every way. And the other cool part about it is we have a fantastic, we work with a lot of great contractors all around, and we get to send out premium lumber to housing sites for single and multifamily, and we do that all around the area. But to watch these huge loads go out, or smaller loads, because we have free next day delivery. So not only do we have full housing going out, but we also have somebody had said, well, gosh, this doesn't seem like a very big lumber order, but it's too big for me to transport, because it's, beyond what the towing capacity is. And they were able to fit it on a truck and get it to him. But it seems like it was like 5 or 6 pieces. And he said, I cannot believe they delivered 5 or 6 pieces to my house. And I said, well, that's what CAPS does. Mm-hmm. And if we can make room, we will certainly help out anyone that is one of our customers coming in and working with us. So it is such a great place. It's a destination in and of itself. We have very local products like Morgan Creek candles, to very well-known products like a full line of Yeti. And we have, I'm going to get it wrong. It's It's a big bucket. Debbie,
Big-
if you're
call it the
listening,
big
call
bucket.
me and tell me what that bucket is called. Out. Oh, I don't want to misspeak on it. But anyway, it's a big 5-gallon bucket that you can cook in. It is food grade. You can mix concrete and ship it all out and wash it, and then you can still cook in the thing. You could cook a whole thing of chili in that thing, put the top on, take it to the family. It's going to stay hot even if you have to drive to New York or Florida. It's going to be hot when you get there because it's Yeti. And we
Bucket chili.
bucket of chili.
Bucket
You
of
know,
chili.
which
That's
is-
what I need.
yeah, I love chili. But it's really cool that we embrace the community, and yet we have all these other really cool products like
Yeah.
Marvin Windows and Anderson Windows. And hey, do we have a prize today for the train?
No, we don't have a prize
Oh.
today for train. I need to start getting
is
back
going
our
on?
our
That's
prize
terrible.
sponsors because we did used to have a prize when the train came through and people heard it.
Yeah,
But,
because I totally got distracted
yes.
thinking who's going to get the prize. So,
no prize.
Mike
today.
Norfield, I'm sure, is ready to call in.
Or Libby.
Yeah.
One of the two. They're jumping on
They
the
always
phone.
win. But that's the really cool thing about CAPS is let me go back a little bit to the contract side, because there is a person that you work with throughout your entire project. Therefore, they are your point of contact for your full project. So you do have someone that you can call and really talk to
Mhm.
about what you need to do. A wonderful guy called the other day, and he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to so and so because the truck is probably about to leave the yard, and I got to add to it." I called down, and sure enough, they added a bunch of stuff on, and away it went. So even that fast a turnaround, I think it was like 20 minutes or something between him calling and the truck leaving, and they still were able to. There was room on the truck, so they could add it on and send it to him.
Well, I know CAPS has really grown a lot,
Mhm.
and
we
changed
have.
things over the years. But the growth of and here's the thing, and this is what I will mention to those out there. CAPS is a local business. It is not your national chain. It's not your Lowe's and your Home Depots or your Harbor Freights or all those places. Like, you're supporting a local business by going to CAPS, ordering from them. I mean, I'm sure Lowe's has somebody who is local in there, but
not demean any other business.
I'm not demeaning them. I'm just
But
saying
we
they're not
are.
local.
We are local. We are locally.
I'm just
owned.
saying, then-
And this morning at the legislative breakfast, and it was with the Roanoke Regional Chamber as well as 2 other entities, and one of the things that our legislative body was talking about was workforce development
Mhm.
and Virginia's commitment towards workforce development.
Mhm.
Well, with CAPS, it's not just our incredible employee group, which is amazing to work with. Over 70 people with the same goal, which
Mhm.
is to provide the best product, the best customer service possible. But then all of the contractors and tradesmen that we work with who are in and out of there all the time.
Mhm.
One of our contractors and I were talking one day, and he said, the lumber's premium, so it is a little higher cost. He goes, but man, it produces.
Mhm.
He said, I'll gladly pay for that kind of lumber to know that I'm not going to be returning anything. I'm going to get what I need right out of the gate.
Right.
And the customer's going to be satisfied, and we're going to build a good product. So
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what I was, I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting down. If you need to go to Lowe's, go to Lowe's. If you need to go to Home Depot, go to Home Depot. But if you want to go to somewhere local, go to CAPS, because, when you're, and I say this all the time, but when you're purchasing local, it's coming back into your economy. You're feeding a
Yes.
family. I think that it's important. And the name of the show is Talk Local to Me. So we're going to go with let's talk local.
And with Small Business Saturday, one of the focuses is how much small businesses give back to their communities.
Yes.
And that's a really high percentage. We have it on our Facebook group. American Express had done a study a couple of years ago about it. I think in 2019, was when the study was done. But it talked about the percentage of what small business gives back into the community. And so, like in October, we donated proceeds from sales on Fridays to the Virginia Breast Cancer Foundation. All of our funds come back to local.
Mm-hmm.
Our toy drive that is currently benefiting, it goes through Lake Christian Ministries, and it is benefiting directly people in our area.
Yeah.
So I think that when we look at it from that standpoint, we can see an immediate effect and turnaround on the structures of our communities. And that is one of the best things about small businesses.
Yep. And I think that's like Darren, I know you can attest, because I know Luciu does things, to to help give back to the community. I've seen, different projects that y'all have done, and
It was a chili contest.
yeah, you just did a chili contest, and y'all do a lot of fun things. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. For a lot of fun things at the breweries as well, that bring people locally into the community, and that's the other thing. It's giving people a feel of supporting local and just being part of a community. I think that's the big thing, is knowing that there's, they're in that whole community field. That's what I love.
I think some of us have causes that are dear to our hearts for personal reasons or professional reasons. But knowing that you can come into Caps and buy one of our Christmas toys and immediately turn around and give it back and know that it's going to go to a child within a 5-mile, 10-mile radius, you're going to make an immediate connection, even though you're not necessarily involved in any other capacity. But it is that part of giving that Chris was talking about earlier, and how good that makes us feel. And we don't always have to see the results. It's nice to see the results because you do get that kind of satisfaction coming back. But even if you are paying it forward, if you get that gift card again, you really don't know the impact that little pebble that you've just tossed into the pond is going to have. So,
Right.
I can't wait to see the big tsunami waves that Chris has when he starts tossing pebbles into the pond next week. So,
and I
on
think
Saturday.
that's like, for us, we've done, and we've decided now to do it every month, not just quarterly. But we used to do quarterly, where we had a membership drive, and $10 from every new member went back to a local nonprofit. So now we've decided to make that a monthly event, because we have so many nonprofits that are members. We want to be able, it's hard to pick just 3 a year or 4 a year to give back to. So
good, because I just talked to somebody the other day about joining.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. So, and it may not be a lot, but in October, we had 17 new members. So we were able to give Good Samaritan Hospice $170, which was awesome. And then this month we chose Mustaches for Kids, because it's a big organization. It gives back to about 30 different children's, charities. And we have a lot of our members who are wearing creepy mustaches, and, we have to talk, we put that out there. But so for us, even though we're a nonprofit as well, just being able to give back to because it's about our members too, and we want to give back. And I think that's kind of the thing. You feel good about doing it, and we wanted to kind of have that year round.
Yeah. It takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to help someone age gracefully. It takes a community to feed each other and love each other and take care of each other. A community is a community in so many ways. And, you were talking about rain earlier and how everybody needs to wear a poncho. It's going to be crowded because Bedford shows up.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Rain is not going to be a deterrent.
We had a record-breaking crowd last year, and I feel like this year we may have a record-breaking crowd, because, we have tons of people that have been talking about it. But
Bedford knows community, so that's pretty cool.
Does CAPS have anything coming up in December? I know sometimes y'all have different, setups where people can come watch, like some of the distributors and things like that. Do y'all have anything coming up?
No, it's a holiday, so
okay.
I'll let you know what's coming up next.
Awesome.
We do. We love to have our folks come in and demo. Milwaukee just came in and demoed some of their products, and that was a lot of fun because Milwaukee has this really cool heated coat. They have a hoodie zip-up jacket that they have, as well as a coat. They have battery packs you put in there and stay warm all day. And it's insane. It's so cool. And Milwaukee has really great tools, so it's a lot of fun when we have. And I'm speaking on them, but we've had such great. Traeger came in, Brio came in, Billy's Slap and Sauce came in, and we'll have a lineup going through the spring. So please follow us on Facebook at Caps Home Building Center, Shop Caps, and give us that love and support, and that way you'll know what events are coming up.
Now, if they want to come out to Caps and shop in person, how do they get there? Where are you at? Where are you at?
Go that way.
Go towards the Mount Lake.
122. We were at 13700 Booker T. Washington Highway, right there on 122, next to several businesses around us, and I know I'll name them wrong, so I'm not going to try. But we're right there.
You're near Hot Shots,
near
right?
The water. Yeah, right next to Hot Shots.
Yeah,
actually, so,
I knew you were right near. I knew I could name that one without getting it wrong. I knew you were right next to Hot Shots,
which we frequent. So and come on in, and it's really cool. I was standing there talking to Debbie in retail the other day about candles. We were talking about some of the Christmas stuff coming in and blah blah blah, and a man walks in and she says, "Hey, can I help you, sir?" And he just reaches in his pocket, pulls out a screw, and he goes, "I need one of these." And she goes, "Aisle 16, and I'm sending somebody to help you." I mean, it was so sweet. And of course, somebody immediately went and helped him find whatever screw it was he needed. But because we have that whole hardware aisle, so lots of stuff going on over there. Just come on in, and somebody's going to help you.
Awesome. I just realized that the show today, I have a representative from like almost every like area because like Smith Mountain Lake, Lynchburg, Appomattox, and Amherst, and then Chris is here with Bedford. So look at that. Like that's what I love to see. Like we have all these communities and businesses coming together, and it's pretty awesome.
It is fantastic.
So now I'm gonna turn it over to Darren. Now I'm not gonna call you Devin no more, Darren. But Loose Shoe Brewery. Okay. I have been out to the Amherst location. I've not made it out to Appomattox, but I'm really excited because y'all are getting ready to do your 1-year anniversary, and we're going to do a ribbon cutting for that. But tell us all about Loose Shoe.
How it started.
I was trying to get you to bring me some brewery today, some beer. Oh yes, see, look at there you go, Allison. I got beer in the car for you. We'll do this later. Take it home with you. Take it home with you for after 5. But so tell us a little bit about Loose Shoe.
So Loose Shoe started in Amherst in 2015. So we're going on 7.5 years there. And about
Here's a big one. Hold on, I'm sorry. Good gravy. That was wow. That might be the biggest one I've had come through. Like that was loud. I'm gonna have to start putting up. Can we put that recording in progress sign up on the train track?
Yeah, let me run up there real quick. I'll put it on the track.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
I'm sure that'll go over all the federal.
See how that works.
Yeah, they won't mind.
Yeah,
we got stuff happening.
Who's gonna monitor?
Oh gracious, sorry. Sorry, Darren.
That's all right.
Wait,
this is
we done?
No,
Is it going?
Well, he's slowing down. He's still coming through.
Yeah, he's still coming.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
So last year, we started the Loose Shoe Brewery 2 in Appomattox. And so we'll have you alluded to the ribbon cutting ceremony, which I believe is on Saturday the 10th.
Yes.
And so that'll be, I'm not sure what time.
I think we're going to do 5 because originally we were going to do it earlier, but that was before y'all opened. And I said, I think it would be cool to do it later and I can bring my family and everyone could come out and listen to the music. And so we're going to do like 5 o'clock on the 10th.
Cool. Yeah, we're going to have really great music that night. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. We have a food truck there, so it's going to be quite good. If you've not heard Clandestine Highway Trio, they're fantastic.
Oh, no.
And they bring a huge crowd, so it's always fun. Always fun. I think they're playing in Amherst this evening, and then, I'm sorry, this Saturday, and then the following Saturday in Appomattox.
So how did Loose Shoe kind of come about, even like the Amherst location? How long have y'all been there now?
It's been about 7.5 years.
7.5 years?
Yeah, so 2015. We got the ball rolling in about 2014 by the time you get through all the licensing and actually get everything brewed and ready to open and the build out. I mean, we basically took an old pharmacy and turned it into a brewery tap room. So yeah, it took some time. It always, they say expect it to take twice as long and cost twice as much. They're not wrong.
I definitely agree with that. And what types of, y'all just do beer, correct? Y'all don't have it's not beer and wine. It's just beer.
Unfortunately, that would require another license.
Yeah,
so,
we don't want that.
Yeah, we strictly brew beer there. We do offer other stuff. We offer homemade root beer, some non-alcoholic options.
Homemade root beer. Do you grow the ginger or?
That's a secret recipe my grandma gave me.
Okay, I'm not going to. Oh, now I want it.
Go.
Gosh, did you bring a sample of that?
No, I didn't bring that
What?
one.
We need that.
Now, I know y'all do, so I know we're talking about some of the things that y'all do a trivia night. Do you just do that in Amherst or do you do that in Appomattox
We
as well?
do it in Amherst every Thursday night and Appomattox every Saturday night, about 7 o'clock.
Oh, are y'all going to be doing that the night of your ribbon cutting?
That's a great question.
I love trivia night. My husband will be so not happy to be coming with me to trivia. I will drag him to trivia night.
We should try to squeeze that in.
I love trivia. We used to, anytime we go somewhere that's good, he's just like, do I have to go? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, we could do it. We could just do it earlier in the day. We usually do it at 7, but music starts at 6:30. We could push it up to 6, something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I was just saying, it'd be kind of cool. I love trivia. And y'all do live music, every
Friday in Appomattox, every Saturday in Amherst.
Okay. And then open mic nights too, correct?
Open mic is every third Saturday in Amherst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody wants me to come do open mic, but I'm sure there's some great.
There's a lot of hidden talent out there.
Oh yeah.
And it's amazing to hear some of these people play and sing.
Yeah. Now, so what kind of made you guys make the move to Appomattox as well? Like, having that second location.
It felt like it would help increase our footprint, so to
Mhm.
speak, or expand your brand out within reason of geographical distance. And, I can still get there in 30 minutes.
Right.
It's not like it's on the other side of Virginia. So that was a big consideration, was to be far enough away from our first location, but not so far away that it was difficult to get to.
Well, and I think it also brought something to Appomattox they didn't currently have, correct? Because there's not another brewery. I can't
Right.
speak there, but not another brewery in the area. I've not been drinking, I promise.
You can't speak on that topic or that word, or
I don't know. It's just not coming out. But I think, it brought something to the area too that they needed.
A lot of people were very interested in having a brewery there.
Mhm.
And they've been
I can
super
forget.
supportive. They've been great. I love the Appomattox community. It feels very much like Amherst to me.
So the 1 year anniversary is next Saturday, the 10th.
Mhm.
Ribbon cutting at 5. Now, y'all, I was checking out your Facebook page earlier. Y'all have a brewery club? Wait, mug club?
A mug club.
Mug club.
Yes.
What is a mug club? I need to know. I
So
want to hear
Mug
about
Club is where you join this club, and when you come in, there's about 5 or 6 different benefits. One, the biggest one to most of the people, is you get a 20-ounce pour instead of a 16-ounce pour for the
Okay.
same price. You get 15% off merchandise. You get a beer on your birthday. Do you know what a crowler is? The 32-ounce can?
Yep.
That's what I brought today. You get one of those per quarter, and I'm missing something else. Oh, and a glass to take home, basically. So
Wow.
if you come in once a year, it's not worth it. If you come in several times a month, it's absolutely worth it.
Is it an annual membership or
It is.
monthly?
Yep. It starts January 1st through December 31st.
Huh.
So we're just wrapping up last year's Mug Club. We had a lot of people involved, and we're currently selling the 2023 Mug Club memberships.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
So tell everyone, we may have, but the location, like the addresses for both. I know you mentioned that in Amherst, it was an old pharmacy that y'all were. And then let me just say, I've been there, and y'all done a great job with
Thank
that
you.
location. It's really cool because you kind of think you're going into like this area where there's just, it used to be like a Schul's, I think, used to be like a bunch of old built, and then you have this brewery that's there, and it's unique.
Yeah. So we're in Amherst. We're at 198 Ambrier Plaza, and Appomattox, we're at 201 Old Courthouse Road. And that's the one, in Appomattox is the one that's has the Pizza Hut in the Triangle Plaza, has a Pizza Hut in the parking lot.
Mhm.
That's how a lot of people identify it.
Oh, okay. I love Pizza Hut too.
Way we're set up, we're not a restaurant. but
Yeah.
People can bring any food into either location, and
Mhm.
you want to bring pizza, and both places are surrounded by other food that you can get, or you can just bring stuff from home.
Yeah, I know we did back I think it was year before last, my Connect group, because Sabrina Kennan, the president of the Amherst Chamber, she's also the president of our Connect networking group. We came and had our event there at Luciu, and it was a really nice time, and we brought some food, and there was some music going on, and it was just a really good feeling.
Speaking of
area.
Sabrina, we once a month with our trivia, we do we have a local business come in and host it so they can kind of promote their business. And Specialty Exterminating was maybe the first one to do it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I see her out. I mean, I don't say like I see her out there already, but I do see her out there like promoting
Oh yeah,
you
she's
guys
been-
quite a bit.
yeah,
So
she's been
she's
great.
great. Yeah, she's wonderful. But we're really looking forward to coming and doing your ribbon cutting in Appomattox, and we hope people will join us out there. If you have never been to Luciu, go out there, check them out. If you want to give somebody a good gift for 2023 for Christmas, I'm sure you could give them a Mug Club membership and
Absolutely.
have them, be able to come out and utilize that.
The gift that'll give all year.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It'll
That's
keep
what I'm
it going
saying.
all year.
I
Every
agree.
time they use it.
I agree. So yeah, and they have like, what is it, 14 taps?
We have 17 beers on tap in Appomattox. We have
Great.
12 on tap in Amherst. So
And is it all your
it is. It's
your-
everything's brewed. up
wow.
there. Yeah, it's if you can't find something there that you like, you're probably not a beer drinker.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not a huge beer drinker, but I do like. Okay, let me ask you: do you have something that's similar to like a Blue Moonish type?
We could ask that a lot.
Oh yeah.
We do.
Okay.
And
Because that's me. I'm not the stout or the porters or all those like, dark beer.
we actually, our Appomattox location is 2 doors down from Wolfbane, which is the
Yeah.
plate
Yeah.
company.
Mm-hmm.
And this coming Sunday, the 4th, we're releasing something called the Wolfbane Wit. It's a wheat beer that we created specifically for them. So
Okay,
we're hoping to
cool.
have a really good business-to-business interaction.
See, and there you go. Community. It
Wolf-
opens community.
Wolfbane Wit? Is that what you said?
Wolfbane Wit.
Oh,
Wit.
that is so cool.
Yep.
That's awesome. So, well, thank you for joining us
Thank you.
here today and talking about it. And everyone, like I said, this Saturday and Sunday parades. Next Saturday, Loose Shoe Brewery. Put it on your calendars. Let's go. Like we can fill up your calendars for you right here, and right here on Talk Local to Me. So, now, Vicki. Hello.
Hello.
I told you we had a jam-packed show today, so I feel like I'm hopping, but I want to make sure we get everybody in and talking. But feel free if you're in here, if you hear something, talk about amongst ourselves. And I have to say this real quick because I got an email from Allison yesterday and she was talking about like, here's some of the things I want to talk about. And she's like, and stories will abound. And I was like, I'm sure they will. It made me laugh so hard.
I know. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, there is one that I just love and I never even got around to telling it, but it's fine. Caps is awesome. Vicki, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So Vicki is here with the Central Virginia Alliance for Community Living. And there are so many things that you guys do. So I'm not even going to pretend to even like start throwing all of it out there. But I wanted to kind of start off by asking you, like, what are some of the things that, your organization does and, supports, and because there's different pieces of the pie over there.
We are a huge puzzle. Our core services are meals and transportation. We are actually your designated meals provider for Lynchburg and the surrounding counties, the whole Region 2000, because we go all the way to the borders. We have 2 types of meals that we deliver. One is a hot delivered meal. One is for our clients who live in outlying areas where it wouldn't be feasible to try to take them a hot meal.
Mm-hmm.
They come to them. They get 10 meals at a time, and they get to order them. They're called mom meals. And it's like the newest rage going in meal delivery. And they come to them from Mom's Meals. They have a hub in Richmond. They're packed in dry ice. They come delivered. They take them out. They put them in the refrigerator, and they stay chilled. They get 2 weeks supply at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't charge for our meals. Meals are totally free with us. We don't care what your income is. We are based on need. You can have $1 million as an older adult, but you don't know what DoorDash is or Grubhub or any of the apps, or you don't even have a phone with apps.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge food desert in our older adult community due to the fact that a lot of them have not progressed to this next level of technology.
Right.
So we have the meals. Then we have Dollar Ride. Here in Bedford County, it's Bedford
Bedford
Ride.
Ride.
Yes, my buddy Linda Bray.
I'm very familiar with Linda.
Yes. She has a great program here. It's all volunteer, and she covers Bedford County. Dollar Ride in Lynchburg, out of my office downtown, covers Lynchburg and the rest of the surrounding counties, Appomattox, Amherst, and Campbell County. So that's what we do there. We also do public programs. Like right now, it's open enrollment for Medicare. And we have a public program that anyone can come and do with a lady named Betty Brickhouse. She is like the Medicare guru of all.
She is awesome.
She is amazing.
Yep.
And we run about 500 to 600 people through our building getting Medicare counseling.
Wow,
This
that's
time
a lot.
of year. Yes. It's back to back to back. And it's not only her, but she has some volunteers that also help her with this. We also have our own social services department, so we run the gamut of any type of social service issues. We do care transitions, getting people home from the hospital safely, making sure their medications are correct, and making sure they take them. We have a huge partnership with Centra on that. So it is a lot that goes on. We have senior sites, senior congregate sites. We actually have 2 in Bedford County.
Mm-hmm.
We have one in we used to have one here in Montvale. That is now over at the new Parks and Rec building with Stuart Saunders. And then we have one in Manita up near the lake.
Yay.
And then we have one in Campbell County, Appomattox County, and then in Lynchburg. And people from Amherst County come to Lynchburg to that. But right now, our big thing is, as you can tell from my
I
walking
know,
billboard,
I love it.
is Elves for Elders. And that is our Christmas gift program that we do for our most neediest clients. This year we have over 500. And Allison was speaking on Bedford is a community that gives. I have trees in all your libraries in Bedford County, and they are amazing what they do.
Yes.
So what we do is we make up these tags. We send out a wish list in September to the clients. It's a little wish list. They send it back to us. We type the tag and put it on a tree. People pick them up. They bring them back to that location, and we deliver the gifts between the 10th and the 20th of December, or until the last gift is out the door. I have delivered on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
But no man goes without a gift under my watch. No one.
Now, what are some of the things that you see, people asking for that are on their wish list?
The wish list is so simple. The most expensive thing on my wish list is a comforter set. We have things on there like a cardigan, a pullover, underwear, socks, slippers, stamps, toilet paper. Paper towels are on there this year because there's a huge need for that since COVID. Bath towels, toiletries. You would not believe the people that ask for soap, body wash,
right,
a razor, shaving cream.
Yes.
They ask for things that we take for granted every day of our lives.
Like the word search and crossword puzzles.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
My grandmother loved those.
That's
I
huge.
know those are things that they like to do in their spiritual puzzles.
Yes.
Puzzles, things like that. But you're right. A lot of people think about the angel trees and the younger generation. And while, of course, that those are just as much needed, our elderly generation's it's kind of almost like that sandwich generation where you're talking about, the parents that take care of their older parents and then like their kids as well. This is kind of another way you can go in there and get something from the angel tree, get something, with the elderly and give, to both.
Well, we love children. We everybody in our agency has children. I have grandchildren, but the elderly get forgotten at Christmas. If anybody ever wants to see a true Christmas, deliver one of these gifts. I have a particular little lady that I deliver to myself every year. She is in Bedford County. She has 6 sons. They've all served in the military. When you go to her house, she has all their pictures on her piano. She is the sweetest little lady. The first time I met her, she has this little house that sits in a field, and it was a December day, and it was cold and dreary. And this little house, no tree, no candles, no nothing. I walk up to the door and I knock, and this little lady comes to the door, this little purple robe on, pretty as she could be. She says, "I've been waiting for you." I said, "Well, I'm here." She said, "Can you come in and watch me open my gifts?" And I said, "Sure." So I go in, she opens the gifts. She tells me all about her sons, where they served at. 2 of them are still in service. So, that's the type of clients we have that get these gifts.
Yeah. And sometimes I think they just love to talk with you too and have
They
somebody
do.
to be there because, their family may not always be coming in at the same time or they're not actually there on Christmas or, Christmas.
And some of
Eve.
them have outlived their children.
Right. Yep. There's that as well. So today is the 30th. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow's December 1st. And, do they still have time to go get items and bring it back? When do all of the items need to be returned to the trees?
Like I said, I have tags on all the trees here in the library system. I have one in the town of Bedford, one at Forest Library, one at Smith Mountain Lake Library in Manita, and then I even have one at Big Island. And the tags are on the trees. If you happen to go to a tree that does not have tags left, which I haven't heard that any of them are empty yet, you can call our office or go on our website. We have a really great thing this year on the website. We know there's still some people who aren't comfortable going out to shop, especially with the flu season right now, because it's about as bad as COVID, from what I understand. They can go on our website and you can click and buy a tag, and we'll do the shopping for you.
Oh, that's a neat opportunity.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Not that I love going out and like picking the items up, but I think that, like you were saying, for those that still are kind of wary about going out and
or
this
struggling
time,
but want to be able to give.
Yeah, or like maybe you don't have a vehicle or a chance, an opportunity to get out there,
or you work all the time, like all of us,
right? Right. Yes. Or I don't like to go because then if I have to take my kid with me, she wants things. I'm like, I'm not shopping for you. I'm shopping for somebody else. Like, we're giving back here. We're giving back. So, That's awesome. And I was looking on your website. It's delivering Christmas cheer. I love, and the little elves hanging out of the van. That's
My little demented elf, yeah, he's kind of crazy.
Now, are you looking for people to help deliver gifts, or do you kind of have that already set?
We do. Being that we are, who we are by this being this agency, we have paid drivers. So the drivers that will deliver are our paid meals delivery drivers.
Okay.
And they know the clients. And then there's a couple of us that chip in and do some of them. I like to go to all the outlying areas. That's my thing. So I have my little core group that I've been delivering to for quite a while, and I go and deliver to them.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. I just didn't know. So the best way right now would be to go out and get to donate by picking a tag off of a tree, or going online. And what's the website address that people can go to?
It's CVACL.org. And something else we're doing this year, we used to be in a partnership with another agency, and we kind of broke away because we have so many clients, and we wanted to do something a little bit to up the ante, as it would be called. Every gift that we deliver also gets a little red shopping bag, paper bag, and in that bag is fruit and nuts, a candy cane, and the Boys and Girls Club, who is across the street from us downtown, they make cards. We give them supplies, and they make a homemade card, and that also goes in the bag. And the fruit nut bag has been as big of a hit as the gift, because we get so many telling us this is what we used to get when we were a kid. It just took me back.
Yep, I remember getting those. I used to get like the little brown paper bags from different places. Like, I think the American Legion used to have a Santa that sat there every year, and my parents took us, and you always got this little brown paper sack, and it had an orange in it, a candy cane, like you were talking about, like the nuts and different things like that. So I hadn't even thought about that in forever. You just took me back with one little statement. I hadn't even thought about that. But it's weird how little things from your childhood pop back up, and it makes you want to go out and, do all the things because you miss it,
So they could also donate to that, because fruit is way expensive.
Oh, yes.
And we decided, even though the fruit was expensive this year, we were still going to do it.
Is that something, if someone that's listening, or they think, okay, I'll go buy a bag of oranges or something, can they bring those to the trees and just drop them off as well if they aren't sure where to kind of go? Or is there somewhere specifically they should bring those?
They would need to bring that to the office.
Okay.
Downtown in Lynchburg.
All right. And where?
501 12th Street.
501 12th Street. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Around yelling, CVACL.
Where are you at? I've got oranges.
They'll see all the vans with all the people doing this on them.
That's right. I've got oranges to drop off.
But yes, we'll take all donations if somebody wants to bring fruit, nuts, anything that we can put in those bags, because every gift gets one of those.
Awesome. I think that's amazing. And I love how we've just touched on so many things today that we can bring back to the community and to the businesses. And we actually have some time. So if there's something, you guys, that I have not talked about, like we can still talk about, anything we may have left out, or, y'all still want to bring up. What he has something to do with Grover. He wants to bring out. So I will mention that Talk Local to Me will not be live next week. Is that correct, Woody?
That is correct.
Because Woody is leaving us and heading. I'm not going to say where he's.
It might come back.
It might come back.
Might come back. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're going to Disney.
No, I know. I know you are.
Yeah.
It might come back. I told him, I was like, I'm still going to email you everything I need. Because, I think I've mentioned, because, Woody now does all of the marketing for the Central Virginia Business Coalition. So I kept telling him, like, I'm going to send you all the things I need next week.
Why aren't you doing a show on location?
Yeah, I would do that. But you know Disney's policy on that. I just, actually, Grover, I'm forwarding all messages to Grover, and he's going to take care of everything he said.
I can't believe you're not taking Grover.
Yeah, I mean, he could become a new character.
That's
exactly.
You could do a new Disney movie on Grover.
Yeah, I know, right?
That'd be great. That's hilarious. So much talent coming out of here. We got Grover. We got Boots. We did bring Boots the cow.
Yep. And it's just starting too, though. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I can't wait. I'm really involved in this whole Grover thing. But I will also mention too, with the Bedford Christmas Parade, I do know Woody is going to be there to help live stream that parade.
Unless it is a monsoon.
Unless there's a lot of rain. Yeah. But so if you're,
that's very cool.
Yeah, we've had a lot of questions from our local nursing homes and things about how their residents can watch the parades. Mm-hmm. And I haven't been able to get it to where we can have it televised, where we have an actual, TV crew come out and televise the parade. So kind of the best thing we can do is live stream it. And so Woody will be live streaming Bedford's on Grove Street FM.
Now,
right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. If you do want to watch it on the TV and you have a Roku enabled TV or device,
Yeah.
you can download the Grove Street FM app, and we'll go live a couple minutes before, and you
Is
can
it going
watch
to be? Is there a Facebook Live option or anything like that?
it. Well, that's up to Heather. Do you want
Well-
me to go on the Facebook and then we'll share it?
I
too?
would.
Okay. So
If
then.
you-
So you can download the Roku app, you can download the actual mobile app on your phone, or we'll go to the Grove Street FM Facebook page, which will probably be shared by the Central Virginia Business Coalition. So
Right, to
you'll
the
find
Bedford
it. It'll
Christmas
pop
Parade.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know for the Lynchburg Christmas Parade, I usually will stand right outside of the entrance where the parade comes out of the stadium, and I live stream onto our Lynchburg Christmas Parade Facebook page the parade as it's coming. That's about the best I can do right there because that's I have to stay there to make sure everyone comes out. But
Woody, you're providing commentary, correct?
Yes, that'll be
Because
separate.
that's important.
That's for Grove Street FM Plus subscribers.
Mhm.
No,
Okay.
I'm just joking.
well, actually, so
you were so polite about it too.
so-
Oh,
just like,
okay. Is that okay?
Fine, that's a nice Christmas.
Well, I will
spirit after
say-
Chris is already,
I know, right?
so
Yeah.
much, and you're going the other.
You donate to Chris, and then Woody's nickel and diming you over here.
I will say that for the Bedford Parade, he's going to be set up at the courthouse where we are, and we
Yep.
have Daniel Price. He comes every year, and he's the announcer for that parade. So he actually has like a microphone, and he announces each person as
cool.
it's coming up.
Oh, that'd
So
be great.
I'll probably have him right next to you so
Yeah.
that you can hear what he's saying, and,
That's
and
perfect.
that would be the easiest way to
Yeah.
do that. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, when Lynchburg comes through, I'm sorry, all you got is me going, here you go. And I'm not going to say my arm is so cramped up after I need to
Starts
get
shaking
something that
real
I can
bad
hold
by
it
the
with.
end of it.
Why don't you get a?
I know. I
thingy
need to get like a little
selfie stick.
selfie stick.
Like,
To
is it
help.
an
Yeah.
earthquake at this parade?
'Cause- Yeah.
I know, right?
Last year, all I had was
Weather's
like
really
my arm. I couldn't put my arm down after like an hour. I'm like, okay, just need somebody to push my arm down
Really,
for me.
there's technology out there to help you.
I
You should
know.
embrace it.
I'm going to. I'm gonna get Woody. I'm gonna need you. You tell me what to get.
Yeah, I got gimbals, tripods. You just let me know.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Woody's my go-to now for all things marketing. And if you haven't been by our new office at 805 Berkshill Road here in Bedford, you'll see some of the lovely talent. Woody's put up our signs.
Two beautiful signs,
We
not
got-
only designed, printed, and installed.
How's that elbow feeling over there?
Ow.
Just play.
I'm
But
sorry about your lavender plants, by the way. So,
But
my
they look
apologies.
really great. So
Yeah, I fluffed them back up, but
that office.
I was picking stuff off of me for like a week after. I was like, "What? Why is I got all this stuff in my car?" And I remembered. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Anything for the
yours smells good.
anything
So
for
that's
Central
all right.
Virginia Business Coalition.
Anything for them.
whatever."
Lavender's therapeutic, so
Yes,
you're fine.
yeah, it was fine. It calmed me while I was stressing.
Exactly.
So that's for our second office location. We're looking to do our grand opening with a ribbon cutting on December the 7th. So people can come out and see the new office space and the different the shop that's located next to it. We're going to start having a food truck there every week. I know we're looking at having Porterhouse Catering there quite a bit. So we'll have barbecue, and he'll be out there at least once a week, and hoping to get a few others. So we're really excited. Right across from the Welcome Center, great location. So if you're a business out there that's a member, make sure to get us your business cards and flyers or brochures or anything you want us to display in that front office, because we're hoping for that to be kind of a hub where the Welcome Center has a lot of touristy type things, but then they can push you over to our office if you need anything on the business side or real local information too. So I think it's gonna be great. And apparently I'm done. Turned on my
It's the gong.
I mean, you can keep going. It's just
No, I'm good. I have nothing else
Talking
to
to
say.
yourself.
Nothing else to say. Come out to the Christmas parades this weekend, and
Christmas, everybody.
yeah, Merry Christmas, and we will see you guys not next week live, but the week after. We will be back on Talk Local to Me.